How you doing, people? My name is Robert, AKA Robess, Anti-Corruption Scotland. We're non-political. We hate politicians, we hate political parties. Today I'm here to try and educate the people what they don't know, a unique knowledge and background. I specialise in the law. Know the law that you think is law. Statute legislation is rules, regulations and policies. It's not a law. Now, people think when you register to vote for the politicians, the parties, you've got democracy. You have rights. You have no rights. You have privileges. That's why they can take everything away from you. Your driving licence is a privilege. Your passport's a privilege. Everything with all capital names is a privilege. The all capital name is not your name. You've been tricked. Legalese and doglands been used against the people of Scotland, England, Ireland and Wales and worldwide. And I can verify this under a charge of perjury in any court jurisdiction in the lands of Scotland, England, Ireland and Wales, Supreme Court, Court of Session or beyond. I fight with the system for the last 12 years and I cause turmoil with courts, judges, procurator fiscals, police forces, social services, councils and everything else. The legal system, the legal society is a fraud against the man, the woman. And today I'm going to educate you with this stuff here because people don't know what I know. And it's time for them to learn what they need to know to protect their rights, protect their families, protect their equity, protect their property. Now, this banner here, we have a policeman, human being. The other side of the banner we have police officer fiction. How many of you people know the difference? Do you think there is a difference? Well, let me tell you there is a difference. This here, police constable, common law, people's jurisdiction, people's servant with an oath of office. Constable upholding public oath and honour. Private capacity under full personal liability. The constable must have probable cause to actual reason for suspicion that you are committing a crime or about to commit a crime. Harm, loss, injury, fraud, property damage or to another living soul. There must be a corpus delicti. Only there is a victim, man, woman of a crime. The constable can only establish jurisdiction over you, the man or woman, right? They cannot be a victimless crime. People do not know these things, men and women, and these uniforms are operating in two different statuses and two jurisdictions. Fraud, crimes are being committed against the people at the highest level every day. Example, such as giving your name or your other details to get joined up. These people put the details in the all caps name he or she is committing and criminally convert the names of the man or woman and changing the status to a legal person, a dead entity, corporation, because this is where the fraud and the deception occurs, especially if these people in uniforms are wearing green vests or green jackets in the status of police officer. These people are acting in dishonour and fraud and cannot be trusted with the law. Now, officer, this is the ones, people with the green vests, the green jackets, is screwing the people for equity, money, road traffic act and fraud at the highest level. And I verify that. Any court jurisdiction, if anybody wants to come to court, approve it. Corporate employee, revenue collector, to enforce statutes, police officer, admiralty, maritime, commercial jurisdiction, law of the sea, incorporated office, private contractors, with no public oath of office. Officer is not his or her job. He or she is in dishonour, acting in fraud. Private capacity, full commercial liability. Law enforcement officer, corporate employee, collecting revenues, performing commerce, enforcing statutory contracts of the corporations by the corporate policy enforcer for the corporation, i.e. Police Scotland, Glasgow City Council, courts, etc., etc. The officer must establish that you are acting in the role of the artificial legal person. Most people think they're a person, you're a man or a woman. If you can hear, see, feel, pain, touch, you're a man or a woman, you have life. While acting as a person, you are under contract obligated to perform according to the terms and conditions of statutes and acts, people. And this is a fact. And again, I'll verify this in private capacity in any court jurisdiction if anybody wants to take me there. Only a person can be taken to court for an offence. What is an offence? An offence is an infraction of a rule. It is not a law. It is not a crime. There has to be somebody injured, harm, loss or injury, property damage or fraud. If There's none of them there. There is no crime. You cannot have a victimless crime, and I verify that. And if there are a couple of donkeys with uniforms come up here, I'll challenge them right in front of the people and I'll shut them down in flames. This is where the fraud and deception arises against the sovereign people. The legal system, legal society can only deal with corporations, entities, dead legal fictions, legal persons. In fact, it's all fraud. Every time you fill in your forms, like council tax applications for benefit, it's in a box. There's a thing called the four-corner rule. Anything with the old capital name in the box with the four-corner rule does not exist. It's the same as a birth certificate. They crown copyright the name. That's not your name. You have a given name. My given name is Robert. If you go onto Scotland People's website and take note of that, you put your date of birth or the name of the person in there, you'll see that you have an entity ID, and it's the old capital name. So the question I've got to ask the people here today, what name do you have? My name is Robert, capital R, lowercase, Sproul, capital S, lowercase. I don't have an old capital name. This system has been running for hundreds and thousands of years, and they're defrauding the people of everything. Like that. They put the road tax up. Where's the contract? You've been tricked to pay road tax. Every corporation you require a contract. There's only two ways a man or woman in this planet has jurisdiction over another. They're either claiming you as your property, their property, or there's a contract. If they're not claiming the man or woman property and there's no contract, they have no power. Right? I fight with this system every day for fun. Sometimes it's no fun because sometimes I get arrested, but I still get myself out of jail. I don't use lawyers. Never use a lawyer. You don't require a lawyer, liar, or whore of Babylon. A solicitor. That's why they've got the name solicitor. They're soliciting for business the same as a prostitute. That's all they are, a high-paid prostitute. Now, when they had the scamdemic known as COVID-19, they says it was mandatory. If something is referred to as a rule, guidance, or as I said in a compulsory or mandatory, it's not law. You are not legally obliged to comply with it. Rules or guidance are things labelled. Rules, compulsory or mandatory, require active consent. The people have to give consent. You don't give consent, you can't enforce it. But you get tricked because they speak to you in a specific way and trick you with the words. Legalese language. Officials use the language called legalese and dogland to try and manipulate and frighten the people into volunteering their consent. Don't give it. Rules, regulations and policies are created by men and women that represent the government, corporation, from our legal system, legal society. We the people are governed by and policed by consent. These men and women believe that they have power over the sovereign man or woman. They don't. These people have power over the legal person, private corporation, dead entity. These people created through the birth certificate, the Register of Scotland, the Crown Corporation. We the people have been deceived all of our lives by deception and lies. It's time for you to wake up, smell the coffee and change our way of thinking, take back our powers and our lives before it's too late. Do you get that, people? Obviously no, because you're not fast, you're ignoring this. Now, there's two laws on this planet. Common law and statutory legislation. It's an extension of the law. Right? Common law. This is set by precedent and established by facts. The legal system have two principles, presumption and assumption. They can't deal with facts, because when you walk into their dock in their court, they can't hear you, can't see you, and they don't recognise you. It can only be determined by due process, i.e. a jury trial, a jury of your peers, men and women. Deals in fact, love and bees and truth. Language is common English. Legal, e.g. acts of parliament set by corrupt politicians, often bribed by lobbyists. Statutory obligation, forced compliance is unlawful, unenforceable without consent. Deal with the fiction only, meaning the person. Everybody thinks they're a person. Wake up and smell the coffee. You can't be a person, you're dead. Corporations, legal entities, statutes, codes, politics, language, legalese. Sounds like English, but it has different meanings. Treats you as a corporate person, broken when the rules are not adhered to. Essentially, breach of contract. Right? has no force of law without consent. That's a fact, people. It has no force of law without consent. I verify that. If anybody wants to take me to court, I'll verify in front of any judge in this land of Scotland. Now, how does this work? The Creator, God the Creator, man, woman, common law, government created by man to protect property of man. What the government's doing is stealing your property. What they're doing is stealing your sons and daughters. They're getting into hospitals right now and taking babies days old for the mother. And they're getting away with it because the people don't pay attention. It could be your granddaughter, your son or daughter is next. So take note of this. Public courthouses, judges, police, persons, legal fictions, all capital names, legalese, statute, acts, codes, constitution, corporation, equals, fiction, all caps. Name people. He who owns creates. When they create, they own the all capital name, they own it. When they create the birth certificate, they own it. They've copyrighted your name and stole your identity. The identity theft is to harm. Lawful love in private, universal laws of God that created the universe, natural law, laws of nature, common law, cause no harm, loss, injury, or fraud to another loving soul. Constitutional law, all holders of a public oath of office must serve private people, meaning the sovereign people. Law of the sea, this is their jurisdiction. Admiralty maritime law, military tribunal martial law, statutory legislation, public, summary acts, bills, codes, rules, legislative instruments, corporations, legal persons, franchises, defendants, theirs, laws of the state, fiction, dead, legal, persons, dead, legal, fiction, and you're awarded the state for filling their paperwork. People need to pay attention when they talk to you. Honest to God, you just need to wake up. Everything isn't what you see. Now, the Scottish Government, the Scottish Parliament, every politician in the Parliament is registered Dun & Bradstreet, a private corporation. Unfortunately, I couldn't get other two banners to carry us. I'll show you the proof. The proof's on that banner there. Nicola Sturgeon, Boris Johnson, Sunak, Ian Blackford, Patrick Harvey, Kate Forbes, etc., all registered corporations. They're fleecing the people for money. They're stealing out the public purse, treating their lifestyle, lavish lifestyle with expenses, claiming for stuff it's not today with public business to run the country, the land of Scotland. You want remedy, like you hear people like Tommy Sheridan shouting about an independent Scotland. A load of nonsense. Right? Why not remove the politicians and put the people of Scotland in place of a sovereign government and take back the lands of Scotland? This is our lands, no Nicola Sturgeon's or anybody else's. This is our lands. Right? Now, you've got digital ID coming, digital currency. We've got the ULS implemented. You can't drive in here with a certain year of car. Look how easy that was for these scumbags to rip the people off. I've already had a fight. I'm not getting paid. The man or woman representing the corporations want to tell me I have to pay a penalty for travelling in the public lands. We pay taxes for these lands. We pay for everything. The Creator created the lands. Man created the buildings, the roads and everything. Patrick Harvey, Nicola Sturgeon, Sunak and the rest of them didn't do that. There was a hard-working people and they're getting screwed by corporations they don't even know it. So today I came up here, I've been off the street for a while to try and wake the people up, try and plant a seed in their mind, try and get them to listen, do your research. Also have a YouTube channel. I'm on BitChute, I'm on Facebook Live. There's a gathering up there today, a big gathering up there today. I'm doing here, I'm independent, because what I talk about, I'm unique in Scotland. I'm the only one that talks about the truth. They go up there and moan about, don't consent to vaccinations for your sons and daughters. Don't consent to LEZ. Well, they've already implemented it. What good did it do? The only way we're going to get change is if the people stand up, wake up, realise who and what they are. Then change will happen. Don't be fleeced with these politicians anymore. These politicians don't have any power. I've challenged Nicola Sturgeon over the last 3 years in the street everywhere I've went and told her to meet a man in the street in front of the people, and I'll show you how much power she does not have with the people. And you can bring the other 128 numpties with her and I'll show you they don't have power over the people. It's a fact, people. Wake up, smell the coffee. I've got better things to do with my time. But it's important for me to come out here today and try and plant the seed in the mind. Try and get you to think different from what you normally think. Don't watch the media, don't watch the telly, don't listen to the radio, don't read the newspaper. That's all the conditioning. You're indoctrinated all your lives. I thought I was a person all my life. I thought I had an obligation to this system all my life. And now I've woke up, and I'm sorry I've woke up. My knowledge terrifies me. But what terrifies me even more, the people of the lands of Scotland, England, Ireland and Wales are no daring to protect themselves. They're just accepting the nonsense for all these criminals at the highest level, snakes at the lowest level. And everything I state here today, again, I'll verify under a charge of perjury anywhere. Take any judge on the High Court, Glasgow Sheriff Court. I get 2 court cases dropped in there because I wouldn't get in there as a person with all capital name. I went in as a man, challenged the jurisdiction of the judge, and I get out. The cases were dropped. The fiscal wouldn't even let me back in the court. And one of the cases was a trial on the day, and they just dropped it like a bag of rubbish. Right, people? You really have to realise who you and what you are. This isn't a game anymore. This is deadly serious. You're going to have, if they get this digital currency in, digital ID, your life's going to change. They're going to control your life. It's terrible what's coming, and people can't see it. And the zones, the 15-minute zones. Example, if I'm here and I want to go to Govan, it takes me 15 minutes. That's as far as I can go, right? And anywhere in Glasgow, you're going to have zones, 15-minute zones. They've started in England. They put poles in the ground to keep you in your scheme. When you want to go, if I want to go from here to Govan, that's fine. If I want to go past Govan to somewhere else, I've got to apply to the entity known as council and ask permission. When do I need permission to ask to go anywhere? I'm free. I came into this planet free. The only thing that ties me is a birth certificate. The only thing that ties everybody else is a legal paperwork you've been deceived with. Wake up, people, and smell the coffee. Honestly, God, change is coming at a rapid pace, and if you don't stop it. Another thing, cashless. They're pushing for cashless. Please, people, stop paying with your watches, your phones, right? Pay, and only by cash. If they take cash away from you with everything they're all going to implement, you're going to lose your rights and freedoms. The digital currency, they can shut your account down right on a touch of a button. If you are in Govan and you want to go to Argos, and they say in Govan we've got a breakout of COVID again, right? For example, you come from Govan to here, you've passed the boundary. What happens? You walk into Argos, buy a present for your family, or get something you want for your home. They can register that through that system, the Bank of England, the central bank. And if you're outside that zone, they shut your account down, people. And that's a fact. Please start enforcing your will on cash. Don't let them tell you it's their rules, their policies. Their rules and policies is nothing to do with your freedom of choice. If you want to pay with cash, you can. And if they want to enforce it, you'll know. Boycott the shops. Stop using the self-scanners. Asda, right now, have got self-scanners with digital ID, face recognition. They're stealing your identification and they're profiling you. Why do they need your digital ID when they've got cameras in the shop? They've got barriers to stop you from stealing. You people have to wake up. Honest to God, you have to really wake up. This is devastating what's coming, and you can't see it. It's going to affect every man, son and daughter in their life. Now, I've had many people asking me about the sex education programme. A lot of people don't agree with it, right? I don't agree with it, but that's my view. Now, teachers, headmasters work for a corporation known as council, education department, right? They don't have the power to tell you what they're going to teach your son or daughter if you disagree. Wales took it to court. The first case got lost because you're fighting against corporations. The High Court in London, Court of Session are all private corporations. I've got a YouTube channel, mate, Robess. Look for a blue soul tire. Click on that, yeah. Robess, R-O-B-E-S-S, mate. Thank you for that, right? Right, mate. Remove consent, people. No man or woman want for that fiction known as education department has the right to tell you what to do with your property. Now, this is the thing. They say children, child, legal terminology. That you don't understand. When you create something, if you give life to a son or daughter, it's your property. You created it. My mother created me. She's my property. God rest her soul. And so is my father. They two gave me life. Now I'm going to tell you something, people. I wrote 3 weeks ago to the health board asking for my live birth record, a copy of my live birth record, right? Now, people have to pay attention to this, right? I got a letter 2 days ago telling me that my live birth record has been destroyed. The government has set a retention date for 25 years. After 25 years, it's done. Now, people say, I've got a birth certificate. The birth certificate belongs to the Crown Corporation, right? The important thing is when they wipe your live birth record, and that's devastating, the implications. You don't exist. You're a dead fiction in their system. So, what I would say for the people who's listening, with your babies, your sons and daughters, get in contact with the health authority that was dealing with you when your son or daughter was born. Write to them, email them, register delivery, find out who they are, and tell them that you want a copy of the live birth record. And get it, people. It's important to get it, because if they wipe that, you've lost the proof of life. And that's why they're implementing the birth certificate. And I'm telling you right now, I've done this for 12 years. I fought with this system there on tooth. I've had my door kicked in. I've had my computer stolen because of what I do. I've had videos took down. I lost a channel 2 years ago because of Patrick Harvey and Nicola Sturgeon. 661,000 views, 350 videos. Because I pissed them off, they've contacted YouTube and wiped the channel. I couldn't even get my videos back off YouTube. I tell you the truth. 100 million% the truth. And I just wish people would listen to what I'm telling you. They're not there. They're going to talk. They've got a big gathering up there, but they're going to talk about all different things. And we don't consent to this, we don't consent to that. You have to enforce the will of yourself and take back your power. You people are the power, and you're the authority for your own lives. There's no man or woman can tell you what to do. Can I come to your house and take your telly? No.
Good luck.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Now, yeah. There's something I'll interest you. Council tax. Somebody warns. Sheriff officers go to example the Glasgow Sheriff Court. They go with a book. Well, they used to go with a book. I don't know what they do now. They may have changed the system. It could have 100 names in it, 50 names, 200 names. They pay for one. I call it administrative here. They're no courts. They're no sovereign courts. They're all registered and done in Bradstreet, right? You get in there with a book. They pay one fee. They say the fee is £80 for that one fee. 200 people, example, on that book are liable for that expense. They pay one time, 200 people are going to pay it. Now, what they do then is they send you a charge certificate, just to break it down quick. The charge certificate doesn't come for the court, it comes for them. The council, the entity, I'm going to cover that in a second, the entity council authorise them according to them that they've got to collect that debt. I've done 4 subject access requests to 4 courts. And I've heard them with 10 specific questions. And I know right now they'll be panicking. Because when they answer it and I get the right information, it's going to shut them down.
Especially because they've got a deadline for that.
The reason they can get in your bank account is because when you've got your bank account, your card, your bank account is in the all capital name. That's how you get caught. You can only deal with a person. You're a fiction. I've just explained that a wee while ago. You're a dead legal fiction, you don't exist.
I prefer to be like that rather than be a part of the system anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. You're part of the system. As soon as you fall in, I know you can't even do what they say with a paper.
As far as they're concerned.
Right. Now, people have to challenge. I'm on Facebook Lives. I'm on YouTube. Robess, Blue Saltire Flag. Everything I tell you is 1,000,000% truth. And that's why if you get 2 corners come up here and now, I would challenge them on that. Because they're running 2 different jurisdictions.
You're confirming what I already, everybody
I'm
has
glad
a
that
subconscious.
you woke up.
They've got a subconscious, but they can't get it for them to there what you're saying. But when you're saying it to them, they're going, and I thought that. You're raising them up.
It's like when
it's an awareness, isn't it?
When they pull you up with the Road Traffic Act, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know this. Firstly, when they come in your car, they say, before we go any further, I'm putting you in your oath as a constable. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. And then you're putting them on their oath as a constable. Right? That's their oath. I've been a job certificate.
That's in practice anyway.
Make sure you just talk about that.
Never. They don't because they're dead too soon. They're acting in office with the Road Traffic Act.
They can pretend that they don't know their job or their job, or I didn't know, or I didn't remember from my training or whatever, but in the law, it's in practice anyway. They should be adhering to that naturally, and I'm aware of that.
The other thing that people don't know, always ask them for their Road Traffic Act licence.
Oh, I could have granny's granny before they can say a word to me. And you don't get mine.
No, you just ask them for their licence. See, I require, they've got a card like that, it's a licence. And the reason they have a licence is because they're a corporation. You can't operate without it. I try my best to do what I do, but there's too many distractions with other groups out there. What I talk about is unique. I've got another banner there, but unfortunately I couldn't put on because I couldn't get the 9 of these things there on the banner. I misjudged the distance. I know. I've not been on the street for a wee while because I'm diagnosed with diabetes, but I'm getting sorted out. So as me back on the street, I'm going to have this street with a vengeance. I'm going to start travelling different on Johnson Paveway.
It's the time we're what's going on tonight.
That's right. All we have to do,
People are starting to question things now, so
all we have to do, as I said earlier, Tommy Sheridan is here for an independent Scotland. We need an independent Scotland. Let's remove the politicians who take Scotland back. You get rid of them. You get rid of them. You get rid of the control mechanism. I know. Scotland right now, you watch England, they're all out. Massive. Scotland, we're in there. We're in there. I'm glad that you woke up. It's good to talk to somebody awake. You have a good day, right? Yeah. Well, people, I've kind of explained that today. People have been watching, people have been listening, even though you don't see them, you can hear I was talking to people. Now, please, share this information far and wide, everywhere. This information is unique. I'm unique. And everything I verified, 1,000,000%, anywhere, in Scotland, any court, under a charge of perjury. Because I can, because I've got the knowledge and the ability to do it. Anyway, people, again, please share this information. I'd like to thank the people that's watching this live and give me their time and let me be heard. I hope what it says in the banners, you understand. Anyway, people, I'm going to leave it at that. Take care, be safe.